1800s, it cost about $3.16 to get a bushel of wheat from here to New York City. Very expensive at $1,800.
Yeah.
After the Erie Canal was built and dug, it cost 15 cents a bushel. What
Wow.
that did was open up the West. And when I mean West, I'm thinking, what do you mean the West? Well, Ohio Valley had fertile farmland, but nobody could get there. Now, people want to come to Western New York to plant farms, to sell wheat, that we can get to our markets really and have a market for wheat.
Make it
In
more
other
convenient.
words, it's so expensive to, for $3 a bushel of wheat in New York City. You're not going to get a lot of sales. Once it went down to 16 cents a bushel, then everybody started buying it, and then people said, wait, buy farmland around here because then we can make money. And then people came here to go to Buffalo, to take Lake Erie, to go to the Ohio rich farmland.
Right.
So it was a drop-off. It was the gateway to the West, basically. I heard that, and as a kid, I didn't understand what they meant until I got older, more senile, and interpolated that.
You started
a little bit.
managing money.
Yeah,
you
oh,
realized
that too.
350 to whatever.
Oh, yeah, tell me. Right.
Yeah.
So you're talking, yeah, $3 in $1,800. The canal was pushed by Win Clinton, the governor at the time, and even his political enemies knew that it would help New York. It basically made New York City what it is today.
Because they can afford food a lot cheaper.
Yes, and even his political enemies were good with the canal because they could have killed it at the time, because Jefferson said, oh yeah, that's a good idea. If you read a book by Samuel Hopkins Adams, The Erie Canal, it gives you a gentle theory. It's written for like high school, but it's still interesting about the canal, how important it was. And so what they had, New York pushed $8 million in $1,800 to build the canal. There had to be political deals made. Well, when the canal comes through, they want a canal down there, so we had a lot of feeders, long story. But it was that was a lot of money at the time for the state to build up. And so we're members of the Canal Society of New York State. We have a couple of junkets where everybody drinks booze or gets a lecture, a good lecture, interesting lecture. And so to find out, we look at the interesting parts of the old canal. Now, have you been to Lockport?
No.
Okay, well, Lockport was a flight of 5. You'll have this canal, the barge canal, and then you'll have the enlarged Erie Canal, which has old stone locks around here. The enlarged Erie is on the other side of that pavilion. You can't see it, but it went around Palmyra. Okay, and oh, you traveling? You traveling on the New York State Thruway?
On 90.
On 90?
Yeah.
Have you gone past Port Byron yet?
I don't.
As a kid, I wandered in the middle of the state.
Is there a lock that we can see that's
Yes.
that's within it? That's
If
fairly close?
you're going east, it'll be a sign, pull over for the Erie Canal lock at Port Byron.
Port Byron is the closest lock that I can go to.
Well, on the Thruway. It's
Okay.
the only one on the Thruway. It's one of the kind. But as a kid, I'm hearing of a town called Port Byron. It's in the middle of the state. What are they naming it for a port for? I didn't realize it was on the Erie Canal. And so if you hear, there's a town down here, Port Gibson, because it was also on the Erie Canal. So we're following this. You have the first hand-dug canal, Clinton's Ditch. 20 feet on the top, 40 feet wide on the bottom, and 4 feet deep. The enlarged Erie is mostly the ruins you see now. That's, I believe, 8 feet deep. That parallels this, and this barge canal paralleled that and uses most of the river system, so they didn't have to do a lot of earth moving and stuff.
Right.
So let me think. Syracuse is that way, right? If you take 90, you will see Port Byron on the right. Pull over. They've got a great.
We're staying in Syracuse.
Okay, so you will see it before you get to Syracuse. Okay, you'll see the signs, Port Byron.
All right.
They've gone to toll this thing, so you don't get the list where you can say, "Oh, you can exit that type of thing." But yeah, it's not an advertisement. This is not an advertisement for Easy Pass. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice to talk with you guys.
All right.